This word is being spoken for each one here, each one watching, virtually here or physically here. And if there is anyone or any place on this planet that you would like included, just think of their name or that place now and know that this word is also being spoken for them. Okay. There is only God, one life, one life. It is not scattered, it is not separated, and it is not in disagreement with itself. This one mind is the divine thinker, and it is creating the entire universe and everything in it. And its creation, its thinking, is one of harmony, so that this entire universe and everything in it is interacting harmoniously, that there is a place for everything in this universe to be in harmony with everything else, and with all of this divine ordering of placement of itself as creation, there is that perfect arrangement so that always, no matter what the changing, shifting arrangement may be, everything is in that perfect place to experience and express the highest and greatest good for that particular form of creation, which is also the highest and greatest good of all. And there is not a spot where one aspect of creation must suffer in order for another aspect of creation to thrive. It is just like a human body, that even the fingertips matter to that human that dwells within it. And that what is for the greatest good of each and every fingertip is for the greatest good of the entire body. And so each one is now realizing that this is the way that each one belongs, the way that each one is a part of the whole, the way that each one matters. And that the only thing that causes confusion and problems in anyone's human experience is a belief to the contrary. And so this word, recognizing the omnipresent truth, that love, that harmony, that goodness is always present wherever anyone and everything is now erasing any and all belief to the contrary, any belief in separation, any belief in not belonging, and any belief that one expression of this creation was created to hurt or harm another, is all by this word erased, evaporated, and vanished. This divine creator is only creating for good and to express goodness. And so there is no confusion in this infinite mind's thinking, and there is no compromising in it, and there is no I need to do this in order to get that. In the mind of God, I am that I am is its complete expression. And that is expressed in the creation, which is this universe and everything in it. And clearly, this one divine presence is infinitely intelligent, because only an infinitely intelligent mind that knows all, along with an all-powerful law that can create anything, only this can create a universe where everything in it is absolutely a part of the greatest good of all, and the greatest good of each expression is a part of the greatest good of all. Only an infinite intelligence can figure this out. Only an infinite intelligence that has everything that is created moving and circulating and changing its relationship with everything else can move and circulate everything in relationship with everything else, so that always in every single moment there is the highest and the greatest good present as potential, and absolutely ruling the expression of all, and each human being, in realizing this and accepting this, is able to experience this. And so all belief that, oh no, I'm separated, all belief in exclusion or rejection, all belief in also somehow being limited, that there's only so much for someone, that there's only so much good to go around, and all belief that the movements of God's universe are somehow not in one's favor, or that the movements and activities of what God is creating can somehow limit or restrict the expression, the free expression of goodness in, through, and as each one. It's all erased, evaporated, and vanished, and it is done by this all-knowing law, a law that knows how to erase false beliefs in human beings. And so this law obeys this word and is erasing from each one's awareness and consciousness and deep-rooted beliefs all and any beliefs that would restrict the free flow of goodness in, through, and as each one. Each one is created as life and is here to express this life. And life is living. Life is thriving and prospering. Life is enjoying itself and is fully supported in its livingness. Life is able to relate with everything else, with love and with peace and with real joy of connection. And this divine presence is the real truth of each one. And each one realizes now that they belong and that they were intentionally created to enjoy this life expression that is the divine expressing as them. And so freedom is each one's birthright. And ability to choose the particulars of how one might experience this livingness, how one might express that unique life that each one is, to be able to connect with each others in love and in joy and harmony, to be able to express one's uniqueness in freedom and in delight and in joy, and always to be able to create all new wonderful experiences of life, no matter what the rest of the universe is doing. That each one is created by divine design and intelligently placed right where the greatest potential for experiencing good can be. And so each one is in this place right now, that place of where the greatest potential for experiencing good is. And all of the qualities of the divine are present. All of them. All of the love, the light, the joy, the peace, the freedom, the health, the vitality, all of the abundance and prosperous expression, all of the support, all of the strength, all of the unchanging newness is all present, available right where each one is. And each one, in realizing this, is connecting with this and identifying with this and discovering the way, the path, a clear view of what is possible, given to each one by that divine wisdom that knows all, and supported by that omnipotent power that can create all. And so each one is absolutely free to make now a new choice for good in their life. It matters not all the sum total of experiences of the past. It matters not what everybody else in the room or in the world might be choosing. Each one is a free individualization of the divine, a fresh start of creative activity, and each one is, in identifying with the divine as the source and the first cause of all, each one is free to choose all that is the divine. And this day, right now, right here, each one connects with that inner presence that knows this infinite potential for good. And from this connection to the all good, each one is receiving the guidance, the wisdom, the nudges that indicate to each one the path to follow, the steps to take, the intention to set, the goals to grow into. And so each one is now this day declaring their freedom from all of the human race opinions and beliefs, from all of the human race's nonsenses and worries and woes. Each one is declaring that all of this has nothing to do with that fresh new inspiration of life that each one is. And from that divine connection, each one is now choosing to begin living this life free, happy, healthy, supported, life being easy and joyous, filled with goodness and happiness and fun, and having all new possibilities before one of what can be created, what can be expressed, what can be achieved, what can be done. This is the truth for each one. And at the level of acceptance of each one is now experiencing the joy of realizing this truth. And as a result, each one is freer in living this life with ease, with health, with vitality, with joy, and with an enthusiastic anticipation of greater good to be created through them, step by step, moment to moment. I am grateful for this truth. I release this word to the law, so grateful it is done. And we agree by together saying, and so it is. And that's